Hi, my name is Scott McMullin. I'm a volunteer leader for Villages of San Mateo County, and I want to give you an introduction to the go bag and why it's so important to have it. A go bag is a packed up and ready to go vessel that contains all the things that you think you might need in a several day period if you had to suddenly evacuate from your home during an emergency. Your go bag can consist of either a rolly duffel bag like this one, it could be a backpack, or it could be a rolly suitcase. Whatever is comfortable for you and big enough to contain the things that you want to take with you. Remember though, you're going to leave in a hurry. You don't want to be trying to carry a whole lot of heavy stuff. The go bag should be fully packed, fully ready to go, so that you don't even have to think about what you're taking when you leave. The go bag that my wife and I have weighs about 30 pounds. I'm going to take it apart now and show you how much can fit in this go bag to show you the typical things that you'll want to have. Well, first thing is, this is our go bag starter kit that was given to each of our village members. It contains 9 essential items, and I'll go through the list later, that were meant to encourage people to start creating their own go bag. So it has a list of the 9 essentials that are in the bag, and it also has a longer list of other things you should include. We've got all of our essential papers, or copies of them, including our contact lists of friends and relatives. Toiletries, including toilet paper. His clothing, and that's in 2 bags. Her clothing, also in 2 bags. Why are these things all in bags? There could be rain or sprinklers on if there's a fire in your house. It's good to have everything in waterproof bags. Plus it helps keep them organized. Here's a set of all-purpose tools, small tools, bowls and utensils, and a few other things that I learned from my Boy Scout days. There's his shoes and her shoes. In the side pockets, we have his jacket, her jacket, a small amount of food and snacks, and on the other side, several water bottles, heavy-duty trash bag. They have a lot of purposes, including a makeshift raincoat. Then in this little security pouch, I've got a small transistor radio. I keep the batteries separate because your go bag could sit there for years before you might need it. And you don't want batteries to be inside a device and then leak and ruin that device. Backup eyeglasses. A couple of weeks worth of medicines, but you'll have to keep refreshing this from time to time so they don't get old. Some cash, including quarters. It's recommended that you have quarters in case there are machines that might need the coins. And finally, in another pouch, there's my phone charger and a backup power supply that they call a power bank. This particular one could recharge my cell phone up to 6 times, even if I didn't have access to 110 volt power. So that's the deconstruction of our go bag. I want to now go through some of the individual components with you. So there's the bag itself. And yes, all of this did fit inside, as you saw, because I pulled it all out of the bag. This is the go bag starter kit that we gave to each one of our village members. It contains 9 really essential items listed here. And we also provided a list of other things that ought to go into a good go bag. There are lots of different lists that you can find on the internet or in emergency supply bulletins. I would say there's no one perfect go bag list. The most perfect one is probably the one that you make, that includes all of the things that are listed in the good comprehensive go bag list, plus anything else that you think you'll need. Some people may treasure a particular family heirloom and want to include that. But remember, if things are too heavy, you're going to have a hard time getting them out of the house. I'm going to just quickly review the 9 essential items that are included in our Go Bag starter kit. First aid kit is important for obvious reasons. Kleenex type tissues, an emergency foil blanket that provides a lot of warmth from a very lightweight and thin material, pen or pencil and paper, 3 items that might not have been included before COVID, but now we know how important they are: the mask, the alcohol wipes, and the hand sanitizer. A small flashlight, and again, keep the batteries separate if possible so that they don't ruin the flashlight if they leak, and an emergency whistle. You've learned a lot about emergency preparedness today and go bags, and one of the most important things to remember is when an emergency hits and the evacuation order comes, you don't have time to think and decide what to take. That's why having that go bag ready and near the front door is so important. Ours is on wheels because it weighs 30 pounds and I wouldn't want to carry it very far. So if the order comes, my wife and I will be sure we're clothed to some degree. We'll grab our wallets and purses if we have time, and then grab the go bag and get out. Take care and good luck.